Hey, this is Steve from Deicide, doing gear talk. So here's my gear. Rocking on the Pearl Reference Pure kit. Black, sounds amazing. Really punchy live, really fantastic. I've had this 2 or 3 years now, and I tell you what, I work hard on making it look new and sound new, keep it shining, and keep the chrome good, because I think like if you keep it looking new, it'll sound new. New heads, keep them in top shape, you know, wipe them down, keep the sweat and grime off them so they resonate best. Got a Tama metal snare here. I like the metal, it got more crack, and it's a 13 inch instead of a 14 inch. And it's 5.5 inches deep, so it's got body, but it's also tight, you know, not quite as thin as a piccolo snare sounds. The ramble over here is 10 inch, and I think it's an 8 inch depth. And you know, of course, it's a good high pitch to begin with. In the middle is a 12, and then it goes down to a 13 inch. I used to have a 14 on the bottom, but it was so deep it interfered with positioning against the kick drum, because the kicks are 22 inch. 2 of those, both the same size, 22 by 20. One 16 inch floor tom. I used to have 2 floor toms also, and I had an 8 inch tom also. I kind of ditched the extra toms years ago and went for more Chinas. And I've noticed 4 Chinas, got them double stacked over here. And a smaller rod, 20 inch, but with a big bell. This way it's not taking up a whole lot of room back here, interfering if I'm going to the floor tom or any toms action over here. And I keep the 2 front ones up high. Basically they're all pasty alphas. Just because they're made from metal and they're very tough. They can take a beating, and they cut through all the noise of death metal. It's, you know, really got to hack through there, make it sound good. A couple of smaller crashes on the ends for some, you know, some accents, and the fatter crashes in the middle for some body. And a small little set of hi-hats. They're heavy duty, but they're, oh, these are 14. I had a pair of 13s I was going with a while. These are the 14s though. They're nice and full and rattly and really do a good job. Over here, some Axis pedals, doing the E-kits you see down there. And these particular pedals, I refurbished them, and I've been rocking these for 15 years at least that I know of. Solid pedal, I really do enjoy it. Got the hi-hat attached, the bass drum attachment there. Keep just a little bit of a gap here on the hi-hats, so it's sizzly but not too wide open, so you still get some fast chops, you know, on the hats, so they really resonate there. Got it all rocking on the Pearl rack. Everything is nice and steady on these things. You know what I mean? Nothing, if something, you know, it's just solid, and you need the reliability. So that's all good. You're rocking that, nothing's falling apart. I had some kits early on. It was the early 90s and late 80s, but it was always a problem because of all the cymbals and the hardware you need trying to fit the stands and the legs and positioning them around the bass drums and all this, and it was such a hassle. And it was also unsteady, because everything, well, if you do get it in place, you start hitting on it and it's sliding away from you, and the bass drum is sliding away as you're kicking it and all this nonsense. So instead of nailing it down to a riser or whatever nonsense, putting dead weight in the bass drum or paint cans or whatever people would use to hold the kit in place while you're bashing it. And the rack really solved all those problems, especially this one. Heavy duty, the square pipe, there's no slippage. Nothing's going anywhere. It really is a dream. Yeah, that's one of the best innovations I can think of in gear since I was playing, is the rack. It just really solidifies the kit. It's solid. A hurricane couldn't blow it away, you know? So, stoked with that. And this kit sounds great mic'd up, you know? I use house mics, but I have a nice set of mics at the house I've recorded with Audex that I've had those for a long time too. Got a good deal on them. And I demo with those. But you know, we do a lot of house shows, so just rely on their gear. This way mine doesn't get swiped or damaged. And you know, and usually everyone has the same mics, the little clip-on mics. I forget the name, but they're really great. Everyone seems to have them, so why bring mine? You know? Using this one trigger unit, the Ulysses DM5. I run, you know, just like I said, the triggers, mic, everything else. Just sample the kicks. That's it. Run a Furman, and that's it. Keep it simple. Vader, you know, I know they do a lot of custom sticks for bands, and that's great, but I never really needed one. This is just the Rock, which is, I think, is a 2B, something like that, roughly. Vinyl tip, you know, so it pings off the ride nice. And it's just, you know, the perfect length, perfect weight. You know, it's sturdy. These never break. You chip away at them pretty good, but, you know, they never break. Never lost a tip. And, you know, they allow you to hit hard while you're playing fast. There's still weight there to hit hard with. So it's a great stick, and they've been really good to me over the years. You see they do the custom, the logo and a little Deicide stick action. So thank you to all my gear providers, Pearl and Alesis and Heisty and Vader and Access. So thank you guys, and couldn't do it without you.